Morning, mathematicians. We are going to continue evaluating expressions. But today we're going to evaluate expressions with two variables. And remember, variables are symbols that represent a number. So just like yesterday, we're going to have an expression. It's going to tell us what our two variables represent, and we're going to replace those variables with the number that they represent. So for the following expressions, we're going to use b equals 2 and c equals 7 for all of these. So if you notice, all of our problems that we have here have a b variable and have a c variable. So I saw some work yesterday where you didn't show the substitution of the number. I really want to see that today. The more complicated these problems get, the more imperative, the more important it is for you to actually show that substitution and show that work. So as we go through, I really want you to practice all of the steps that I do. I don't show you work just to show you work. I show you work because it is important, and as our problems get more complicated down the road, we need to fall back on the practice that we had when the problems were more simple. So let's take a look at number 9. We have 5 plus b plus c. So we need to take b and c out of the game and substitute in the other player. So we still have 5 plus, but b is going to be replaced with 2. And then we're going to add c, and c is going to be replaced with 7. So notice my problem looks exactly the same. The only thing that's different is now it's 2 and 7 instead of b and c. So since it's all addition, I fall back on my order of operations, and I'm going to work left to right. So 5 plus 2 would be 7. 7 plus 7 would be 14. And again, notice how I simplify down to a single value. When we have all numbers, we can simplify to a single value. Let's take a look at number 11. We have c minus b plus 1. Now we need to replace c and b with the numbers that they represent. So b is represented by 2 and c is represented by 7. So we have 7 minus b, which is 2, plus 1. Now I'm going to rewrite this as all addition. So I have 7 plus the opposite of 2, which would be negative 2 plus 1. And work left to right. 7 plus a negative 2 would be 5. I still have that plus 1. And 5 plus 1 would be 6. All right, number 13. I have 7c minus b. So now I need to replace the b and c with the number values. So I have 7 times c, and c is 7, minus b, which is 2. I'm going to rewrite that subtraction as addition of the opposite. So I have 7 times 7 plus a negative 2. And remember, when you have a number and a letter written right next to each other, it represents multiplication. So according to our order of operations, we need to take care of multiplication first. So 7 times 7 would be 49, plus a negative 2 would be 47. And that would be our final answer. Whoa. All right, number 15. We have 12b plus c. So we're going to replace the b and c with the number values. So I have 12 times 2 plus 7. So again, notice our problem doesn't change. What changes is B and C are now numbers. 12 times 2 would be 24, plus 7 would be 31. So since we have all numbers, we can simplify to a single value answer. All right, let's go to our next set of problems. We have new variables and new values. Y is 8 and D is 4. So number 17, we have 6y divided by D. So y is 8 and D is 4. So that multiplication is grouped over the addition, over the division. So I'm going to multiply first. So 6 times 8 would be 48 over 4. And 4 goes into 48 12 times. So that would be our final answer. 19, we have yd over 2. So replace the y and the d with values. So that would be 8, 4 over 2. And again, if two variables are written side by side, that means multiplication as well. So the multiplication is grouped over the division. So 8 times 4 would be 32 over 2. And 2 goes into 32 16 times, and that would be our final answer. All right, so these were the odd problems from your assignment. You are going to be doing the even problems, and happy mathing!